Okay. I don't think there's anybody here yet, so I'll be going to the level, checking if I need to do any of this. Already saved, so no need. I'm going to be pausing here and then solving some things while this happens. Okay, I'm back. Let's see if there's anyone here yet. Apparently so. There is someone here. Okay. Whoever you are, welcome to the stream. So what were we doing? Guess nothing too important besides just exploring the area, looking for, well, the elementals. In this case, the fire one. I guess for now, while more people, while I wait for more people, I should probably explore this settlement. I mean, I guess, like, talk to people. I think I already, no, I don't think I bought anything from these stores yet. I'm going to check, but for now I'm going to explore a bit so I can get a few more items. And oh, look, nice. Oh, and this is my favorite one. This will make farming much easier. Yeah, I definitely have to use that for the future. It has inspiration, I guess. There's also this, and I should find her as well before I depart. Oasis of Din. Is the armors guy not here yet?
いらっしゃい。いい商品揃えてるよ。またのお越しを。
Weird. No, that doesn't make any sense. Either he only spawns in by the day, or... And even so, he probably doesn't have anything I don't already have, so probably pointless. Now, where can I find, like, Charlotte? I should talk to both of them before I leave. Oh, she's here. Okay. All adventurers need snacks. Okay, I got the candy and the chocolate. I'm ready. Okay. Now that this is all confirmed, I'm going to, well, see if I explored it here. I did not. Don't need anything else. I wonder what they sell here. I know that they sell some items there. What do they really sell here? Apparently nothing. Apparently this is just a place to meet and talk to NPCs. So I'm just going to talk to Riaz in this case, and we'll be continuing our adventure. Please be safe, Elliot. Yeah, nothing much more to do, I think. So yeah, we'll be continuing our adventure now. How much of the map have I explored? Most of it, I think. I should probably visit this area here, and then probably advance to here. Yeah, that sounds good. Oh, hello, son. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Andres. Welcome to the stream. How have you been? I remember I wanted to talk about something. Okay, and this is the actual direction I wanted to go. Well, here, more like. But yeah, I'll have you both been. Like, have you done anything interesting? Have you, like, been playing any cool games? Like, has something happened at work, I guess? I'm just trying to make small talk. Okay, Genérico Jerônimo is here. So I guess I can, like, already start talking about, like, real subjects instead. Oh, another one of these. One thing that actually was on my mind, and what is it? One thing that was actually on my mind and that I wanted to kind of talk to you guys about is what do you think about cosplayers? Like, about them in, I guess, general. Because, how do I say this? Like, I see some people have this opinion that cosplayers, or at least most cosplayers, especially female cosplayers, are just like e-thoughts, exploiting anime and manga characters to gain money out of Sims, you know? Like, it's not a lot of people, but I've seen quite a few people who have this opinion that most cosplayers, especially like Western ones, are just e-thoughts trying to exploit people. Personally, I like cosplayers in general. Like, if you follow me on Twitter, for example, you probably noticed that, as I actually, especially recently, been retweeting like a lot of cosplayers. So I just wanted to kind of see what you guys thought about it. Like, what do you guys think about the concept in general, I guess? It's more my curiosity. Also, apparently Sun is failing at TF2. It's a very interesting way to describe like what you're doing. I'll say that. Can I go like, god damn it, how in the fuck do I okay, how in the hell do I do that? Or do I need to go by the other sides? There's some item I'm missing. Probably, yeah, I'm probably missing something. I'll come back here later. Cosplay in and of itself is really cool, but it's heavily saturated with zero-effort cosplays of popular anime characters like Ren that are actually knowing or trying to look like them. I don't know if this is exactly like what you're talking about, but one thing that disappoints me is like so-called sexy, quote-unquote, cosplays. Because depending on how it's done, like I can definitely see like the point of the accusations. Because let's say that a character is generally like not that sexualized, right? And cosplayer wants to make a sexy version of that character. I've seen some cosplayers that got really like creative and try to like imagine like what type of underwear, for example, that character would wear, or what kind of swimsuit they probably use based on their knowledge of the character. Like they really made an effort to make a like actual interesting like sexy version that doesn't exist. What I think is really disappointing is to see, for example, in the case of these sexy versions, like a character, god fucking damn it, that has, for example, a sexy version one sec. God damn it. Okay, thank God. Anyway, my point is that like what I find really like low effort is when like it's clear that the cosplayer doesn't know the character, because I'll see sometimes so-called sexy versions of characters who genuinely have sexy versions, like generally have like official underwear like outfits that they wear in the story, or an official power leotard or bikini armor costume, or like a swimsuit of some kind. And the cosplayer who apparently wants to make a sexy cosplay out of them will not use that version. They will just have a kind of, what's the name? Wig of the character, and then they would just put on like a random bikini or a random like pair of lingerie, right? Like that I consider really lazy, and it shows that the person doesn't know nor care about the character, because they know that they actually can make a sexy version of the cosplay, like that already exists, and that they don't need to create it, but they want to quote-unquote create it because they don't want to put effort into it. So to some extent I can see, especially considering that angle, like the complaints, but in general I like cosplayers. And it seems like you guys have some interesting opinions on it. So as soon as I'm done with this battle, I'm going to read some of them. Also, for some reason my throat has been really like awful these days. But yeah, anyway. What else? Oh yeah. So yeah, thoughts is a good way to describe the droves of wenches who just wear a bikini and a blue wig and a maid headband and say it's Ren without having ever watched ReZero. Yeah, that is genuinely like stupid and kinda gives cosplay a bad name. And again, there are like, if you go and see like things like Megami Magazine or like things like that, you can see that there are like bikini versions of Ren. So if they did that and they showed that I'm cosplaying this version, like that could work. Or heck, I've seen even some cosplayers, if there are no quote-unquote sexy versions of characters, they make a cosplay of some fan art, that like a sexy fan art version that they saw. That can be quite cool too, but like when it's like you said, it's just a person in a wig with like some random swimsuit that they had in their like drawer. Yeah, it really does give cosplay a bad name. Basically, most cosplays I've seen do not actually use a costume that the real character has ever worn, or even a costume that would make sense in their universe. Just stock outfits like Nurse. Again, to me that can work because, for example, like I said, in things like Megami Magazine or in like fan arts, they sometimes will do that. And if they are cosplaying those versions of the character from like fan art and or from official versions that they saw, that can be interesting, I think. But yeah, most people obviously don't do that. So I understand, like I said, the complaint to a certain extent. Okay. Yeah, that's the whole thing. There's bad people anywhere, especially something that can be easily exploitable. It's no surprise that Leotards would try cosplays to grab some loser money. But yeah, I think Generico Geronimo like has a good take there, like a pretty good take there. That yeah, pretty much anything is going to have bad actors, especially if it can be easily exploited. So yeah, that is like I think a very good way to view the situation. A pretty good read, I'd say. It's weird because I have no issue with people drawing characters in random outfits, but when it's cosplay, it just feels stupid. Yeah, I guess it's not really the fact that it's an inaccurate costume, it's the intent behind it. I was already going to ask like, why does one feel stupid and not the other? But yeah, I think you put it pretty well when you said it's kind of the intent. Like if they want to make a alternative version of a character, even if it is like one that can be easily exploited, i.e. like a sexy version, as long as the intent is to actually make, you know, a genuine sexy version of the character and not just like to make a low effort thing to exploit money out of people. Like again, it's the intent that counts. I can agree to like that read on the situation. Yeah. Do I need to use that outside of battle? Apparently so. Okay. What else? What else do I want to say? Okay, another thing that's kind of the reverse that annoys me is when the cosplayer, one sec. Yeah, perfect. And then there's this, and then there's, fucking hell. Okay. So I should probably go to both these places to explore. Another thing that's kind of the reverse that annoys me is when a cosplayer is using an accurate outfit, but the outfit is adjusted to be less sexy, shows less skin than it's supposed to be. Like, that annoys me less, frankly. Like, I can understand, like, why it would annoy you, and, like, I, like, get the feeling, but a lot of the time when, like, a person, like a cosplayer, adjusts a costume to be quote-unquote less sexy, it's because, like, they want to wear, like, it's because of the opposite issue. Like, they like the character, they genuinely do, but they're not, like, comfortable wearing that little, especially to a convention, to something more public. And so they adjust the costume so it covers a bit more, so that they can cosplay the character that they like without being uncomfortable. So that's, I actually have no issue with. I can understand the issue with the opposite thing, but this I have no issue with because it's a matter of, yeah, I don't want to be like wearing, like, I'm not comfortable wearing, like, only a tongue, like, in public, you know, even if it is in a more acceptable environment like a convention, you know. So that I have less of a problem with, personally. Like, I can understand the frustration, but I have less of a problem with that, especially because it's more of a personal thing. Like, if I want to see a more accurate cosplay, like, I can just go to a person that is more, like, comfortable and see that, you know. So yeah, I do have less of an issue with what you just described. But anyway, I also want to add that the ability is also a factor, because it's not uncommon to see artists that draw characters in other costumes. For example, the Dragon Ball waifu fan artists. Oh, failing to draw characters in other costumes, okay. Oh yeah, that would be okay if they are going to some event or anything of the like, but if they are at their home, it's stupidity choosing a sexy character to cosplay when they could cosplay a less sexy character. But again, they sometimes like that character, you know, because again, it's less of that. On that situation is opposite issue. Like, generally when people cosplay sexy characters and they make them less sexy is because it's actually the very opposite of the person that's just exploiting the a character that they don't know. For money, you know. It's a character. It's a person that knows the character and that generally wants to cosplay them, generally likes them, you know, but they don't feel comfortable because of how little they wear. And you said, like, but what if they're in their own home, like, and like, even if they're in your own home, it can be pretty uncomfortable to wear like a thong or like even like something like a bikini or a swimsuit. There are lots of girls that, for example, even when they go to the beach, right, they use shorts over their bikinis, you know, exactly because they feel uncomfortable just using a bikini. And it's a lot of this is a result of that, like of people who genuinely like those characters, but they are uncomfortable wearing like their more accurate versions of their costumes. You know, that's why I have less of an issue with the opposites. You know, so even if they are at the comfort of their home, I do understand. It's a similar reason as to why, for example, there are a lots of cosplayers that they have like pretty big chests, but they still cosplay characters like Kana or like, you know, lollies like that, or the opposite, people who like have B-cup breasts and want to cosplay BB. Why don't they cosplay a character that's more appropriate to their body type or skin color or anything? Like, oh, hello Metal Wolf. It's because they like the character and they want to cosplay that character. So, since it comes from, like you guys were saying, it's a matter of intent. Since that generally comes from like a genuine fan who wants to find a way to cosplay the character that they like despite their personal issues or circumstances, I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't view it as a bad thing, even though I can understand the frustration of the person, like of the viewer experience, you know. But yeah, okay, I acknowledge the points, but it still feels like distorting the original character for one's own convenience. Oh no, that's exactly what's happening. Is distorting a character for the person's own convenience. You're completely right. That's exactly what they're doing. It's just that I don't think that this is necessarily a bad thing if it comes from a genuine like place of admiration for the character. If it comes from a genuine fan, I don't see too much of an issue with this. But again, I do understand your point in that, like, distorting a character like that for your own convenience, especially for a fan who of both the cosplayer and the character who wanted to see a more accurate version. Again, I can understand, but I also understand their points, you know. And I'm not too angry with them on that regard. But what's something else that we could talk about? I remember there was another topic I wanted to discuss. Oh, god damn it. Is the string buffering again? Let me just check something. Well, it shouldn't be, but we all know how these things work, right? Just because something shouldn't be buffering, like, doesn't mean that it isn't. Well, it's a good thing that it didn't buffer for you, but okay, so it's just me being paranoid, okay. But yeah, what did I want to talk about? Oh yeah. Like, I remember there being something else I wanted to talk about besides just cosplayers, and I'm trying to kind of remember it. Well, still in the topic of cosplayers, since I can't think of anything else to talk about. Do you guys have any favorite cosplayers? I know that you have at least Genérico Jerônimo and Sun. Like, they have a problem with some cosplayers, like we were talking about, and I find it reasonable. But do you have some cosplayers that you like? Do you have some some favorite cosplayers of yours? VTubers, fan artists, Western rewrites, adaptations. We could talk about these things, but like, there haven't been any. Oh, okay. Actually, like, I haven't seen any Western rewrites that I want to talk about right now. There are some that I want to talk about the podcast this week. There aren't any fan artists or VTubers that I really want to talk about, I think. But in regards to adaptations, have you guys been watching, like, what's the name? God, was at the tip of my tongue. It was Fate Strange Fake, right? Have you guys been watching that? I'll be honest, I haven't. But I'll be honest, Fate Strange Fake is generally liked, or at least from what I've seen, Fate Strange Fake was generally liked in the Fate community by the people who are really into, like, or at least who really like to complain about fan service. Like, a lot of Fate Strange Fake fans, like, from what I've seen, are the exact type of people who would be like, oh no, Fate Zero is so good, because at that point, like, there wasn't any of this, like, silly teenage, like, anime bullshit, right? Like, those are the types of people I've seen, at least in communities, Fate communities that I've seen that liked Fate Strange Fake. It's the people who are always like, oh, fan service bad, I want something serious. And that's very interesting, because, like, seeing, like, the actual Fate Strange Fake anime, I know this is going to sound cancerous as hell to say, but it genuinely seems like a Coomer anime. You know, legitimately. Like, the only things I really sing about it are some girl, like, I think it's what's the name? It's some kind of mage, right? That's only wearing, like, a leotard, and, like, what's the name? Super summon? No. Yeah, I think this is the best one. And, like, the church girls. Like, that's all I've been seeing of Fate Strange Fake, is the fact that the nuns in the anime only wear, like, very revealing leotards, and, like, one of the servants also is clad in pretty much a very revealing leotard with a like Bubu and Dom. That's yeah. One of the servants is literally dressed like this, like Angela is right now. So the fact that like so many of those types of people were attracted to that anime when it seems to have so much of a focus. Well, not really a focus, but it seems to have such as characters that are so sexualized in it and that are pretty prominent. It's just weird to me. But anyway. What a bitch.
バカな娘。呪いを解いてやったんだから少しは役に立ちなさいよ。さあ、ビル、ベン。この前の借りを返すんだろう?
Oh, hello, Teto Teto. I will explain what I was talking about in regards to the Leotards.
ちょっとどきなさいよ。
Like, as I fight these guys.
今度はこの前のようにはいかぬぞ。美獣様に授かった闇の力見せてくれよ。
Essentially, we're talking about Fate Strange Fake. Well, I'm essentially talking about Fate Strange Fake. And the fact that a lot of people like who are anti-fan service and anti-silly anime cliches seem to like it. Despite the fact that most of what I've been seeing about it has been exactly like fan service stuff, has been exactly like girls in leotards, like at various points in the story being prominently shown and focused on and like very well animated, let's put it this way. So it's really weird to see so many anti-fan service people liking that anime, is what I've been saying, given like that this is true, you know? That's what we were talking about, and that's why the whole thing with like leotards and stuff, you know? Lol, that bitch, like, yeah, that was certainly pretty fucking unnecessary. Like, poor girl, man. What a bitch. I think Light is probably better here, since he doesn't stay put for long. Speaking of VTubers, I doubt anyone here knows her, but Suzuhara Lulu recently ungraduated after like 5 years. I'm excited. Oh, I remember her. Like, it's that girl that everyone joked about her being like some kind of eldritch horror, right? And yeah, I heard of her ungraduation, and I too was actually pretty excited, honestly. Like, I definitely know what you mean. Just a sec, let me just see something. Sun says that they haven't seen any of Fate. And Generico Geronimo also hasn't. Sun also doesn't follow any cosplayers, but he's seen some high quality individuals cosplays that he remembers, and Generico Geronimo just doesn't care. Okay. Generico Geronimo says, yes, I noticed, but why did she ungraduate? It was funny how even like Holo girls were joking with Kanata about it. Interesting. She originally graduated because of stalker, harasser, and she didn't want to bother her co-workers with the legal battles and stuff. She has since won her legal battle, so she returned. Oh, then just good news all around. Though I say that, but given the company's reputation, I'm guessing that Nishi Sanji didn't help her at all in said legal battle. Holy hell. The fact that Kanata and Lulu both found out they were each other's fans right on Kanata's graduation is kind of bittersweet. Yeah, that is pretty sad actually. Like, it'd be nice if they could like have found that out before, so they have a chance to collaborate or something similar. Oh well, sometimes things just don't go as we want them to, unfortunately. Can we erase Coomer from the human vocabulary, lol? About what you're saying, I'm not the type that cares if an anime, like... One sec. Is horny. That's part of the show, especially since nowadays everything's so censored. And I just agree with you on that. Like, I agree with you on both, like, us eliminating like Coomer from the vocabulary, as well as the fact that I don't care, especially due to today's circumstances. So I just agree with you on everything in that regard. That slap was domestic. Don't say that. I may be laughing at it, but that's just because I'm an edgelord. You shouldn't say that. Anyway. I agree, honestly. My 1984 society will remove the word Coomer. You know what? I can agree with that type of 1984. You know, I'm going to start acting like a normie. Like, censorship is good as long as it benefits me. You know, that kind of thing. No, I will not, but still, you get what I mean. It's such a common thing that I see some people having double standards on some specific things. Like, people draw the line at taboo fiction, like depictions of rape, incest, like PDF, even if it's just lolly, or zoo, even if it's just furry. But when Baldur's Gate put a scene of a woman having literally beast sesh with a wild bear, it's fine and funny, Lamau. I'm not problematizing it, obviously, but what is this double standard? You see, it's because, like, when Westerners do it... Wait, no, because furries. Honestly, I don't want to get into the whole gender wars thing, but from what I understand, like, it's more of a, like, straight, cisgendered, male kind of thing. Like, as long as something doesn't benefit or isn't done for the purpose of pleasing cisgendered men, it's okay. Like, the bear thing, for example, was being heavily appreciated by women and LGBTQ people. And so people consider that okay. While if it's done for, like, men, it's considered a bad thing. Like, I don't want to make this into a gender issue, but that's the only explanation I've seen on the matter that genuinely, like, makes sense. Because all of what you're saying, like, can be appreciated. Obviously, there are women out there that do like sexy women or furries or stuff like that. But it's generally more seen, especially. Maybe it's not even, like, in actualities, but it's more seen like stuff for dudes. And so it's generally seen as more of a problem, because stuff for dudes is seen as more of a problem. Like, that's the explanation I've heard, and the only one that seems to make sense for me, unfortunately. Sorry for responding these questions slowly. I'm trying to respond to them as I fight these bosses, you know? And that's kinda difficult. Yep, Lulu is our cute eldritch art student. Now that's how you know it's an actual Lulu fan right there. You can just call me Jero to not waste time. Okay, Jero. Okay. You just reminded me of a streamer that made me angry. Dude was like okay with everything on BG3, but the female Digimon protagonist having shorts was an abomination. Well, of course it was an abomination, you know? Like, her having shorts means she's sexualized. Especially, she's sexualized while the male character isn't. Like, obviously both of them should be wearing pants. What do you mean? Like, you can... you just did that for the girl to look a bit cuter. What do you mean you didn't have any sexual intention in mind and you're just a weirdo here? No. Clearly that was done to sexualize like underage character, and so that's an abomination. Even though, like, again, it's just shorts. It's not like she's in panties or a mini skirt with panty shots or anything like that. Again, don't really expect too much logic from normies. Like, if they want something to be, if they over-sexualized is whatever they want to be over-sexualized, and like pedophilia is whatever they want to be pedophilia. Like, I'm going to discuss this more on the like podcast, but the word over-sexualized, especially as it's used right now, genuinely has no meaning. It should have a meaning, like, but as it is used right now, it really doesn't, you know? I'm going to read what you have to say in a bit, Teto. Okay, perfect. I'll just get done with the scene and then I'll address everyone here. Welcome to the stream, Kodokunasu.
それにしても美獣はここで何をしていたのかしら。もしかして美獣もマナストーンを狙っている？
美獣の目的が何だろうと、私は父の仇を討つだけです。
But yeah, now I should get caught up with the comments. Just a sec. Blah 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 blah. Slap was domestic. Blah blah blah. Whatever. Okay. It's because the outrage against fan service is not based on principle. It's astroturfed. Exactly. For example, I'm going to talk about some more examples of this as we go on, but I'm going to get to you in a second. But now let me see what Teto is talking about. Oh fuck, how the heck you just said everything he said, lol. I don't know who you're referring to. Maybe it's Teto. I should really read what they have to say. A lot of people just go with the mob that hates anime Japanese sexuality as a form of virtue signaling, not actually based on the principles. Hence why Western games, movies get a pass. Again, I'm going to talk about that more because I have something to add to this. But first, let me see what Teto has to say. Not generalizing, female sexual expression is so encouraged and women just often express their fantasies freely, while men tend to hide it as much as possible. When they don't, it's odds. IG reminds me of the boys don't cry stuff, Lamau. Like, women usually are very expressive about their emotions and thinking, where men usually are more low-key. So when they do it, it's weird and ew. Does what I'm saying make sense? Yeah. It's it was you imitating the weird. Oh, okay. So yeah, that kind of thing. Wait, did I actually say everything he said? Were those actually his arc? Oh my god, what a fucking... Oh god. Like, what words do we even have to describe this level of stupidity, I swear. Anyway. But yeah, like, especially nowadays, maybe not in the past, because a lot of people like to say, oh no, but at some point, like, women were very restricted from like expressing their sexuality and stuff like that, and that's true. That is true. But nowadays it's more like the man. If you are a man and you express that you like certain things, like, you're generally more shamed than women who express that they like certain things. This is kind of changing. I saw the situation with, for example, Love and Deep Space, where women are kind of starting to shame other women now. So that's definitely changing, and for the worst. But yeah, it generally is more frowned upon when like men like express their desires than when women express their desires. Just like with the whole boys don't cry thing. That was a perfect comparison, actually. What else? And I even saw a meme about this of like a girl pointing out, oh no, men's like hear me outs are so boring. Like, whenever a man says that, like, they just mean like some cat girl, right? While when a woman says that, they generally mean something that is actually a lot more disturbing. And some dude said that's because, well, a woman can literally say she like wants to do things with a bear, right? And while if a man expresses anything beyond like, oh, I like dummy mommies or tomboys, he's shamed, you know? That's why men's hear me outs are so boring generally. So yeah, there's a lot of repression of both male emotions and desires right now. Like, especially recently. One sec. Let me just see something. Super stat down. Super stat down. What in the hell? Let me just... sorry, I need to see something. Downtime. Okay, so now we see gear stats. Stat decrease from move lengthened by 50%. Yes. So yeah, there's that, and I should probably talk about what Sun was saying of the whole AstroTurf hate against fan service stuff as I'm moving. But anyway, genérico Jerônimo, só ouvi verdades. I often see normie women shaming men for their doings, and women like they're pushing female rivalry. Woman shaming men for their doings, and woman like they're pushing female rivalry, just rivalry for no reason. Like it's not just normie woman, you know, because a lot of people say, oh no, so it's the fault of the woman. No, a lot of that's why I don't like a lot of this whole incel stuff of, oh, it's the woman that are to blame. I really hate when people do that, because everything I can remember, like when I hear that, is all the male enablers. That's what one of the things I've seen them being called, all the male enablers that also shame men. Because it's not that male emotions or that male desires are just shamed by women, you know, because women shame other women too. Like it's men that also shame men, and like normies, like both men and women, like to shame like both men and women. Like both genders do their fair share of shaming and of being shamed. It's just that on the being shamed department, nowadays it's men who are more shamed than women, but men do their fair share of the shaming too, and women aren't exactly free of issues either, even in like Western society. So I know that's not what you meant, but I'm just trying to kind of elaborate on the point so we don't like veer off too much into like just being like, oh, the women are so bad, right? I don't like that either, you know. But what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the whole AstroTurf bullshit, right? Yeah, I don't think it's just with like even anime and manga. Like it's just that, like you said, like normies don't have real what did you say? Standards, you know? They don't have any real morals, any consistent morals that they follow. They just follow the herd. For example, for a long time, Frieren was considered like petite character. Like if you called her a loli, people would say, no, you're just trying to conflate actual like petite female with your like PDF bullshit, right? Like Frieren's not a loli, she is just a petite woman. And nowadays, you like things change. Like now, oh yeah, Frieren is a loli, and you are like a PDF if you like her. Like there, and nothing changed about Frieren herself, or what people said about her. It literally just a matter of, oh no, the herd started doing like something different, so now I'm going to change my thoughts. Again, it's not really anything to do with consistent morals or standards or anything like that. Nothing changed about Frieren, either her treatment in the anime or by the fan base, to like genuinely justify this change. It's just that at some point people said, no, she's just a petite female, and now the winds changed and they're like, no, she's a loli, and so you are a PDF file for liking her. Well, before it was, no, she's actually a petite woman and you should stop calling her a loli because we're not PDF files like you guys. It's again just there are no morals. It's just like going with the flow. Same thing like with, for example, even though that took a longer time to happen. Like I remember when like Kill la Kill, for example, used to be like legendary, like the one good fan service anime, the only good fan service anime is what a lot of people would say. And now it's just treated as humor bait, you know? Same thing, a lot of, like, I remember when Toradora wasn't even treated as, like, lolly stuff. Like, Taiga wasn't even treated as a lolly, she was just treated as petite. Now, Toradora is, like, pedal bait on the same level as, like, Eromanga Sensei to these people. Again, no morals, no consistent standards, nothing. It's just follow the herd. The same thing I think happened with Mai Shiranui actually. Like when Kami, right, got her alter design, a lot of people complained about her not wearing her usual green, like her standard green leotard anymore. And those people were called like, oh, you're coomers, you're like bad people, like it's a good thing that it was changed. And then in like Street Fighter, like the character Mai Shiranui was added, who is literally a sex symbol. Like she's literally lewder than any character in Street Fighter ever was, and people were singing her praises. Like the same people who were calling you a coomer or a bad person for liking, for disliking Kami's redesign, and saying it was a good thing that she was changed, were now like over the moon over like Mai Shiranui in all her uncensored form. Same thing for like when they uncensored the outfit. Suddenly it was okay to like Kami's like green leotard again. Again, no morals, no consistency. It's just follow the herd. Like, I know that a lot of you will not like me using this term because like it's generally used in by some less than nice people, let's just put it that way, for some less than good purposes, but I legitimately just think of like most normies as sheeple, like people who just follow the herd, they don't have their own opinions, you know? It's literally the best application of the word sheeple that there ever was, you know? But anyway, Frieren is literally a lolly and the author is literally a lolicon. I didn't know that, but I'm not too surprised. Anyway, the funny thing is that the judgment is based on an attachment tag and not on particular character trait. Exactly. Like, I've seen some people say, oh no, there's a difference between a lolly and a petite woman, and then you go and compare the body types of a lolly and a petite woman, they're both the same. It's literally, and some lollies even behave more mature than some petite woman, and so it really is just, some lollies are like more are actually legal, or some apparently petite women aren't. It is just literally a coin toss. It literally does not matter, and anyone who cares about this stuff just gets called a PDF file like the rest of us lolicons anyway, by the same people they're trying to appeal to. It's pretty hilarious, honestly. I don't think girl, woman bad, girl. I'm more talking about personal experience. No, I know what you're talking about. I just don't want the conversation to go that route, okay? I'm not accusing you of anything. But anyway, as someone who grew up as a girl, this female rivalry I saw very often in my space, but it's personal experience. If you don't want to answer because it's uncomfortable, like that's fine. But when you say that you grew up as a girl, does that mean that you consider yourself trans now, or like am I reading this wrong? Like again, you don't need to answer if you're uncomfortable. I just got a bit curious due to the way you said that. But anyway. This reminds me, don't tell Berserk fans that Miura is a lolicon. No, do tell them. Do like remind them every day that Miura is a lolicon. Like they deserve to like have this fact drilled into their skulls every day. You should do that actually. God, I'm so evil sometimes. But I do agree that it's not a one gender thing. It never is. The problem is always bigger than something so superficial like gender. Exactly, yeah. Miura is a lolicon, yeah! Berserk Taurus reading the naked shark scene. Man, talking about SNK really sold their soul to the devil. It's just sad. Are you talking about that like game that heavily censored a lot of the new SNK game that really censored a lot of the female character designs that a lot of people were praising because of that? If so, then yeah, I do understand what you mean by that. And like, yeah, it's pretty sad to see SNK of all franchises like trying to appeal to the modern audience now. But anyway. Anyway, GTG will speedrun. Anyway, I gotta go, but I'll speedrun back to the string ASAP. Oh, okay. Like, I'll be waiting for you, son. But anyway. What? Oh, yeah, Kodokunasu. I saw those comparison memes and they're bullshit. Exactly. Recently, I'm even scared to say anime girl. I more often use anime woman. That's because you're a coward and, like, a weak person. Like, I still say anime girl, and if people call me a PDF file, that's on them. Like, I won't bow down to normie nonsense. No, but seriously, I do understand. Like, what you mean is just that I'm too stubborn to, like, do this kind of stuff. God damn it. Maybe. No. God damn it. Okay. Think I already explored everything here. But yeah, it's just interesting to see because, like, you really can't care about the distinctions like, no, this is a petite woman and this is like a child character, because they don't really mean anything. Like, people, these are so subjective a lot of the time that people just drop them at the drop of a hat. Suddenly, character that they always considered childlike will become like acceptable. And something that was a petite woman is now a child character. Like, normies don't care. If whatever you like, they'll just call you a PDF file if they want to. Same thing with Gunnar stuff. Like, like a character like Angela, for example. Depending on the time of the year, the same people will say that, oh no, she's like example of ethical gooning and the kind of character that people should be like having these feelings for, and will alternate at some other point in the year to say that she is gooner bait, that hurting woman, you know. Like, it really is just not the kind of thing you should care about, because it has literally zero consistency to it. But anyway. The new Garo, they not only censored the girls, they added a CR7, DJ, and a bunch of weird trailers. And the new DLC is 80%. It's especially sad they just made this after announcing Kenshiro. Okay. Well, it's complicated to explain. First, I was sure that I was trans, but so many stuff happened at home on the religious part that I got emotionally drained, and at this point I don't mind people calling me a girl. Never bothered, nor do I get dysphoria from it. I mean, I still look like a girl 100%, so just have to wait until I'm old enough to live by myself and trans. Okay. Hope that explains. Okay, and I do hope that you're like, obviously you can participate in this chat if you're not. It's not like I'm playing actual hentai on the stream or anything like that. But like I genuinely hope that most of my audience is above 18, you know. I really would feel a lot more comfortable if that was the case, you know. Really don't want to be streaming to like a bunch of armors. Anyway. But yeah, again, like I said, I won't talk about it if you're not comfortable with it. And yeah, there is a pretty like good explanation. CR7 Christian. Oh, okay. And a real life DJ. There's a friend with a Shaik that bought a part of SNK. The worst part about the Cristiano Ronaldo stuff is that it genuinely just does not look like Cristiano Ronaldo. Like, I've seen some of the like images of the new Cristiano Ronaldo character that they added to like SNK. Is it bad to say that that doesn't look like Cristiano Ronaldo to me at all? Like, legitimately, it looks like some random guy that they put the name of Cristiano Ronaldo. It doesn't even look like a Fate thing where, like, they make a very weird and out there version of, like, the real life person. It just doesn't look like him in any way, shape, or form. Don't worry, I don't feel uncomfortable by it. Okay. Oh yeah, I meant 80% AI and really bad. God damn it, man. Fucking, why do they keep doing this? Like, why are companies so fucking stupid? Like, genuinely, because a lot of people are going to complain like, oh no, they're using AI. And yeah, that is a valid complaint. But I feel like a lot less people would have an issue with AI if they like at least use the AI well. Because I've seen a lot of people use AI to make stuff that genuinely looks good, you know? And obviously it doesn't dispel any of the like ethical concerns about it, of course. I'm not saying that you're wrong or suddenly wrong for disliking it, even if it is well made. But if they're going to use AI, if companies are going to use AI, they could at least like use AI well, you know? But no, they just literally run some very lazy prompts to literal chat GPT and then like put it in their game, and it's jarring as hell. Again, like even if it was well made, there will still be a lot of ethical concerns about it, valid ethical concerns. But if you're going to do that, then my point is that at the very least, you should put effort to make the AI good. Like if you're going to use like that shit, at least make an effort to make it sound good, you know, to implement it well. Don't just do that like lazy bullshit. Like if you go to a YouTube channel called Helving YT, right? They use like AI dubbing, AI voices, and it genuinely like sounds good, you know. Again, doesn't dispel any of the ethical concerns, etc. But like at the very least, it's clear that he puts effort into making his AI dub sound good, and that's one guy. And then you go and see like the AI dubs that literal corporations are making, and it's the most jarring stuff ever. Like I rather listen to like 8 hours of this game's English dub than I would like listen to like a minute of the AI dubs that Amazon made for Banana Fish or No Game No Life, for example. It's genuinely that bad.
それ以上近づくとこの小娘を炎の中に投げ
God,
捨て
you're a
る
real
よ
bitch, ain't ya? Oh. Oh, the OG, the boy.
他にも仲間が嫌がったのか乗れ覚えておいで
That a dart? That you're not even like a strong bitch, you're a weak bitch. Like, see, we got taken out by that? Damn.
気を失っているだけのようだがかなり弱っている彼女は美獣に呪いをかけられていたんだ
Okay, what do we
呪いは
do?
解かれているようだがこのままでは危険な状態だ長い間にわたって呪いがかけられていたため心と体が弱ってしまっているようだ
Ah, okay.
ジェシカしっかり俺はジェシカをディーンの村に連れて行く君たちはマナストーンのところへ急げ美獣の狙いはマナストーンのエネルギーを放出することだ気をつけて
You got it, dude. You go and take care of your girl. Well, your other girl. Your aunt, I think? Weird. Anyway, don't worry, like Riaz, I'm sure he is still interested in you. Anyway. And I should probably save so I don't have to go through that cutscene again if I die. Anyway. There are some theories that Cristiano Ronaldo was originally a new character that was changed into him. I'll be honest, that would explain so much that like I actually just consider that to be canon now. Like that is my explanation for this, because I can't understand how the opposite could be the case, you know. Anyway. With current US obesity rates and other health problems, every slim female looks like a child for them. Oh yeah, like I've seen some people use that argument, and as much as I dislike it, unfortunately it's the best explanation that we have for like their nonsense. Like it legitimately feels like that's what they like that's their logic, you know, with this. That's why they're so deranged. Like, it's the only reasonable explanation, quote-unquote reasonable, for their bullshit. But anyway, because only teens are able to handle their fast food diet and meat filled with growth hormones. By the way, I saw people who use ChatGPT has authority to determine an anime character's age. ChatGPT isn't an authority on fucking anything. But yeah, with people like with 40% of young people nowadays, like when I mean young people, I mean like actual kids, like not even knowing how to read, like that doesn't surprise me. But anyway, Audience, we hate generative AI companies. That's why we're going to keep using it and forcing it on you, and you're not going to be able to disable it. Fucking dickheads. So, by the way, guys, remember that Endfield tomorrow, fire. Sorry, OA, I know Arknight's your biggest yeah. I'm glad that you have something to look forward to, something to be excited about, but I'm absolutely not happy about it or excited. Fuck Arknight. Jessica in this game really looks like Nera from Dragon Quest V. And I'm going to have to research who this character is, because yeah, I'm going to research that so I can understand the reference you're making. It's the end of the line for you, bitch.
見るがいい。マナストーンのエネルギーを放出したよ。マナストーンの封印を解く禁呪の媒体にするためにあの小娘の呪いを解いてここまで連れてきたが、思わぬ邪魔が入った。まったく役に立たない小娘だよ。だが代わりにお前たちが倒したビルとベンの魂を使ってやったのさ。要は誰でもよかったんだけどね。聖域への扉は
God, you just ascended. The word bitch is literally not enough to describe you. You absolute... Ooh, I hate her. Oh, I hate her so much.
マナストーンのエネルギーが解放されている。アルテナもそうだったけど、美獣も聖域への扉を開こうとしている。みんなマナの剣を狙っているんだわ。もしマナの剣が悪しき心の持ち主に使われてしまったら、マナの木は枯れ、世界からマナは完全に失われてしまう。封印されていた神獣が蘇り、世界は大変。急ぎましょう。早く精霊たちを見つけて、彼らより先に聖域への扉を開き、マナの剣を手に入れなければ。
Oh yeah, she does look like her. Yeah, Jessica really does look like Nera.
やる気満々ね。これからもよろしくね。
I wouldn't call her a...
精霊を味方につけたけど、次はどこへ行けばいいの？では、ポルセナの南東にある月夜の森を目指してみませんか？手強い獣人が住んでいるらしいので、万全の状態で行きましょう。
Okay. I thought we were going to have to fight a boss, actually. Kind of interesting that we didn't. But anyway. Also notice that every slim, short female with small boobs that expresses their sexuality is accused of pedobait. Yeah, that's something that I've seen, like, on Twitter recently. There was a guy called Rock Solid, and I know he's a controversial figure, but that's, like, ignore that for a bit so I can talk about just this specific incident. And he was saying that he really liked Frieren because she was very short, didn't have any boobs or like ass, but she was still sexy as hell, right? He was saying that. And like a lot of people are accusing him of being a pedo. Like there was even a tweet that got popular that said that had like 93 like 1,000 likes that was calling him exactly a pedo, saying that he was attracted to children and stuff like that. And like a lot of women came to his defense saying, oh, so am I a child because I have that exact same body type? It's just interesting to see that, like, these people who, like, tell you that they're all about not being problematic and, like, trying to defend diversity and anti-bigotry and etc. will literally look at petite woman, petite real-life woman, and tell them, no, anyone who's attracted to you is a pedo. So I can't be happy is what you're saying. Yes, you can't and shouldn't be happy. That's exactly what I'm saying. The fact that almost 100,000 people like agree with that sentiment, despite, and like we're going after these women as well, like this world is fucked, I swear. This world is fucking fucked. But yeah, Rock Solid is pretty controversial. Yeah, like, why do you hate Yuri chips so much, bro? Show. I love Yuri. Lolly Yuri is the best. From what I've seen, like, obviously, like, we were talking about this, and I'm not sure if it is his case. Like, it's completely, because I've seen that he's pretty controversial, so it's completely possible that he may just hate Yuri's ships as a whole. But from what I've seen, most people who have a problem with Yuri ships don't have a problem with Yuri ships themselves. They have a problem with, like, Yuri fans. And, like, obviously not every Yuri fan, and I'd say most Yuri fans even, are, like, annoying people. But there are quite a few, like, genuinely annoying Yuri fans. Genuinely, like, insufferable Yuri fans who if you like more straight ships, they will not let you hear the end of it. They will harass artists that draw Yuri ships of characters that they like with Yuri couples, even if they don't have a confirmed sexuality, and like it could go either way, right? They will like be extremely obnoxious to people who like straight ships. They will like tell them that they need to get out their fandom and that they need to stop liking the characters that they do like, and like that if a company has a character that they that a lot of people like in a Yuri couple and they make them canonically like heterosexual, that company is full of bad people. Like there are a lot of really obnoxious and really stupid Yuri fans, which causes like the hate. Like obviously it's not justified, I'm not trying to say that, but when a lot of people say that they hate Yuri, they're more referring to hating these types of fans or having bad experiences with Yuri fans of that type than with like genuinely disliking Yuri as a concept, you know? Again, I'm not justifying those people. I'm just trying to like kind of present fairly like what's happening, you know? But yeah, that's my 2 cents on the matter. What else? I wouldn't call her a bitch. I think puta would be more appropriate. I think that's what you meant there. But anyway, I'm going to go through this like combat encounter. Okay, line up, perfect. And then when I get done, I think it's less that they can dislike something without vocalizing it, and more that they can dislike something without it being a problem. Because a lot of people have this nowadays, like they can't just dislike something. No, if they dislike it, that means it must be problematic in some way. No, you can't just dislike something. Like, for example, with the whole Yuri ship kind of thing. I'm going to say something very controversial here. I shipped that male trainer with Daiwa Scarlet, you know? So I don't really like a lot of the like more common ship art with her, which has her with vodka. But it's not an issue. Like, obviously nobody is wrong for shipping her with vodka. I even like see it. Like I see why they would, you know. But I don't like it, and it's simply me. I don't like it, you know. But there's nothing wrong with that. But a lot of people can't just be like that. They can't just be like, no, I dislike this. It has to be no. Like my dislike is justified. So I dislike it because it's wrong. Because when you just say, no, I dislike it, then you admit that's a you thing. And when you admit that's a you thing, then you kind of justify the people that say, oh, so don't consume it, just don't engage with it. And they don't want to justify the people that say that. They want to have an like kind of excuse to go after the things that they don't like. And they can't really have an excuse to go after the things that they don't like if they're not real problems. If it's just a then thing. So that's why they do this. That's why everything needs to be a problem. They can't just dislike something, because just disliking something means that you can't do anything about it, or that the responsibility is with you to like disengage with it. And that's not what they want. What they want is to be able to censor it, to how in the hell do I do that? To censor it, to like prohibit it, to, you know, all these things. So that's kind of the justification, and like it's kind of the reason why a lot of people can't just like dislike something. It needs to be a problem, you know. So that's the point there. That's also a problem. I'm a multi-shipper, and the whole you can't ship that character with that character because she's a lesbian, you know, ruining it is very annoying. Happens with yaoi fans too. Yeah, really does. And again, not saying that, oh no, most Yuri or yaoi fans are like this, or that there aren't any like straight shippers who are this annoying too. Like, I'm not saying any of that. What I am saying is that a lot of people have these bad experiences, and like that's why they develop these opinions. Again, doesn't justify it, but it puts into perspective, like, well, it's a way to acknowledge their perspective and understand where they're coming from. And understanding where people are coming from, even if you disagree with it, I think it's important, because it's only by understanding it that you can like have a genuine like conversation. Like if you go and you just say, oh, if they dislike Yuri ships is because they are bigots who like just hates gay people. Like there is no conversation there. The person who has that opinion will never take you seriously, and you will never be able to like reach any kind of agreement. But if you do understand where they're coming from, you can say like, oh no, but like those are just bad experiences, and like we're not all like this, or mostly not like this. We dislike those types of people too. And like you can kind of have a discussion and come to an understanding. Like me with like Arc Knights fans. Like I used to really hate Arc Knights fans because I had this mentality of, oh no, they're just a bunch of like annoying pricks. And then like people said, understood where I was coming from. They said like, no, you just had bad experiences. Look, most of the community is not like that. And so that's why it's important to understand, you know, even like people you may who may look really bad, or who you may disagree with or dislike, you know. I think that's important. And even if you can't have a conversation with them, let's say that they are one of those like really annoying normies, right, that we were talking about, it's good to understand, so exactly you can do the opposite with those people. You can not lose their breath and be like, oh, no matter what I say, they aren't going to even like give me the time of day, so fuck it, I will not even engage in conversation because it doesn't matter, you know. So that is important too. Anyway, let me just get through what Kodokunasu said, and then I'll get through Teto's arguments. What I dislike about anti-censorship YouTubers, influencers, is that they talk too much about artistic freedom, freedom of expression, about which aunties don't care, because children's safety is more important for them. And it's easier for them to convince normies. What they should talk about is the complete lack of evidence of fan service stuff, lack of evidence that sexualization is a real thing, and lack of evidence that preference in fictional characters determines real world preferences and tendencies to do harmful things. The problem is that they do, like most like anti-censorship YouTubers and influencers do make those arguments too. It's just that normies like legitimately don't care about those either. They would like just move the goalpost and say, oh, like most studies don't show that, but it's still bad. You're still sexualizing like a character that's supposed to be a child. So even if it doesn't hurt people, like even if it's if the studies say that it doesn't show anything about you, like that's still really suspicious, and you shouldn't be trusted around children. Like they will completely either disregard that argument and still go back to the whole "you're a PDF file" like point, or they will move the goalpost and say, oh yeah, okay, fine, you're not PDF files, but you're still weirdos, and that shouldn't be encouraged. And like you will generally agree with it because lolicons in general, like they acknowledge that they are weirdos, but it doesn't matter to them. It doesn't matter if you're a real PDF file or if you're just a weirdo. They can acknowledge that you're just a weirdo, and they will still keep doing all the same things, saying that what you like should be censored, saying that it's harmful, saying that like you shouldn't be trusted around children, and essentially just treat you like a PDF file, even though they just admitted that you're just a weirdo. And so the problem with your like, I get what you're saying, but the problem is that it doesn't matter. People have tried that. It legitimately doesn't matter. Normies are like that stuck in their ways. It really doesn't matter. Anyway. Like, even if you have a crush on a canonically gay character, doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Same thing if you ship a canonically like straight character with like you make a gay ship with them. Like it really shouldn't matter. Like, but people make it more serious than it is and say that like you're ruining the character or that you're being a bigot by doing that, and that is really annoying, you know. But anyway, I know it has nothing to do with ships, but can't a straight opposite sex person like a gay character the same way gay same-sex people like canonically straight characters? Again, that should be allowed, that should be normal, but it isn't because people are dumb. At the end of the day, it's just a character, fictional. Liking that character is not going to invalidate that character's sexuality. Heck, even in like, obviously it's like you're correct with like the whole characters thing, but let's just say that, for example, a gay person likes a straight person. Like, that's not bad. Like, as long as they're not forcing themselves on someone who doesn't consent, there's nothing wrong with like just liking a person. Like, I think plenty of like real life lesbian women are like very attractive. Is that an issue? Do I want to negate or something? No, they like can be lesbians that can date whoever they want, probably well another woman and not me, but it doesn't make me any less attracted to them. Just as I imagine, knowing that like a really attractive guy is married and in a like straight relationship doesn't make him any less attractive to a gay person. Like, again, obviously with characters is much more like you're much more free to do stuff. Like obviously you can ship even a canonically gay character with a put them on a straight ship. You can put a canonically straight character on a gay ship. Like obviously you have more leniency with characters, but even in real life, as long as it remains just a crush, like I really don't see the issue. But anyway, it's fictional, and all this canonical BS doesn't even matter, especially for, you know, literal fan fiction and like headcanon. It really just shouldn't matter. Characters are there for entertainment no matter what. Exactly. So yeah, let's have fun with fiction the way each one of us prefers and not ruin other people's fun. The problem with that is that this really should be the like approach that most people have, but it just isn't, you know? Like it'd be nice if people could just like accept that standard. They could just be like, oh, live and let live. If more people live with the whole live and let live standard, especially for fiction, like I think the world will be a happier place. But unfortunately, that's just not the case. Sad, but it is what it is, unfortunately. Can't really like you have to accept it like to some extent, because as disappointing and as stupid as it is, it's just the world we like live in, you know? So as disappointing as it is, sometimes you just have to accept that, yeah, people are this stupid. And I say that because I really hate the whole like oh, those are botted likes, that like that type of argument that a lot of people like to make, you know? Because for example, like with the whole 100,000 people liking the comment that was calling people who like free-run PDF files, right? Like a lot of people were arguing, oh no, those likes have to be botted. No, idiot. Like people are legitimately that stupid. It's not botted likes, it's just that 100,000 people legitimately believe, probably way more than 100,000 people genuinely believe that people who like petite women are pedos, you know? It's sad, but it's just the reality you live in. Like people really are that stupid, and it's better to just accept that rather than like deny it, because it's not a comfortable thing to acknowledge. No, that's what I think. Yes, obviously, like Teto. Like that's what I'm saying. Like in fiction, you have a lot more leniency. Obviously, there are things you can't and shouldn't do to real people that you can do to fictional characters. I'm just saying, like, as long as it remains just a crush, you know, I think it's not even an issue in real life. Again, as long as it remains just a crush. Don't go making fan art of real people, like real gay or straight people in actually don't make ship art of real people, period. Anyway, you get my point, I hope. But can still find them attractive regardless. Exactly. Attraction is a natural human thing. It's not like someone chooses who they're going to get attracted by. Exactly. That's more or less my point. But yeah, like you were saying, obviously, like you can and like you should and like do have more leniency towards fictional characters than you do real people. Don't, like you said, go actually drawing like fan art of real people, like in relationships they wouldn't engage in. again, don't draw ship art of real people in general. Like, I see people doing that a lot with, like, Vido, for example. Like, stop. Like, Vido is an actual person. Like, stop drawing ship art of Vido and other actual, like, people, you know? It really is, like, super creepy. The logic about petite woman stuff is that some people conduct is that they think if you're attracted to them more instead of other body types, then it's disgusting because they think children and things. So someone likes them, then some people think he likes her because she looks like a child for him. The problem is that the sole existence of short and slim woman is hard proof that this is one of the possible shapes of an adult woman. At the same time, there are teens with early developed bodies that are present. That's what I hate about this argument, that, oh no, if you like this body that is more childlike, quotation marks, then you're more likely to be attracted to kids, or you like them because they look like children to you. Like, no. If not, I would actually be going after children, you know? I like adult woman with that body type. Just like you like adult woman with that more thick body type that you like. Like, if you saw a 16 or 14-year-old with that body type, and there are quite a few, like, and I can speak from experience because one of them was my friend in high school, right? I had a friend when I was 14 she was really tall, and like she had double D's when she was 14. Like, so children, it wasn't even like uncommon. Obviously she was like she was the exception, very rare, but there were a lot of girls with similar body types in my class. Like, not quite that, but they had similar body types. So if you're attracted to that body type, does that mean that you like children, since children clearly can have that body type? No, you're attracted to adult woman with that body type. Same way as me, I'm attracted to adult woman with that body type. Like, this argument's so fucking stupid because like, the very logic behind it doesn't acknowledge that the adult woman part to liking any body type is like what separates actual pedos from like people who just like women, you know? And even the like dommy mommy enjoyers or the like muscular tomboy people, I've seen plenty of like genuinely stronger, more muscular girls in my high school. Does that mean that you're a pedo too? It's just so stupid. It's not even like overly developed pedo, because like that's just what happens in like during your teenage years, you know? That's when those types of changes happen to your body. That's called puberty. Like, obviously there are some people who with more pronounced puberty, and some with less pronounced puberty, but like some with a more that go through a more radical, or I guess you could say like a more a stronger puberty. I don't know the words. I hope I'm making myself clear, but like, it doesn't mean that people with more petite body types like they have a like underdeveloped body, or that people with who are more curvy have an overly developed body. It's just different types of development. Some
ここは私に任せて。そこ。
some people develop to have bodies that are slimmer. Some people develop to have bodies that are like more on the chubby side. Some people develop bodies that are more curvy. Some develop bodies that are more
さらなる力を手に入れたデッチ。チャルロットは天才デッチ。
that are more
しっかりするデッチ。
slim, right? It doesn't mean that their development is slower or less pronounced, or that someone's develop is like precocious or like exaggerated. It's just that people develop differently and achieve different body types, even doing similar like outwardly and like even with similar training. I don't know the exact words I can describe it. Like similar eating habits, similar like levels of exercise, that kind of thing. Like obviously there are going to be trends, but in general, like it's more of a thing of people developing differently than it is of it being like a precocious or matter of underdevelopment kind of thing. You get what I'm saying? Like I hope I'm making myself clear. Oh god, I just read like the rest of your sentence and you literally say the same thing. I was just going off on half your sentence. I'm super sorry. God damn it. I need to stop being I need to like let go of my inner Yu-Gi-Oh player and I need to learn to read again. Anyway. Exactly what I meant. Thank you for clarifying. No. You made it pretty clear. Like, I was just the one who, like, misinterpreted you. Sorry. But on more, like, on lighter, like, topics. Like, I know this will be disappointing to some, but I've seen that, like, quite a few of you guys always trying to repeat the exact same argument challenge and yes, I am a failure and I need to get better. A Yu-Gi-Oh player, then go and tell me what does Pot of Greed do. I'm not doing that stupid meme. You can go fuck yourself. Oh yeah, I'm doing like that video on like because I did the one on anime body types, right? Classic anime body types. I'm going to be doing one on like classic anime outfits. And I made a poll because I had a particular do it, cabra safado. Não. Look, it allows you to draw 2 new cards, okay? You use it, you put the card on the graveyard, and then you draw 2 new cards. They're happy. I did it. Fucking. That's all the fucking card does. That's why it's banned, because drawing 2 new cards for basically no cost in Yu-Gi-Oh is too overpowered. Like, it's really interesting, like, to see, you know, like that so many iconic Yu-Gi-Oh cards that a lot of people associate with the game, like Pot of Greed or like Blue Eyes White Dragon or Exodia, are either like banned and you can't use them in the game even if you want to, or they are like completely useless. Like Exodia, for example, you think like it's one of them. If you watch the anime, or especially if you consume the memes, you think it's like one of the most overpowered cards that everyone is after. No, it's a garbage gimmick deck that no one uses. Same thing with like Blue Eyes. Oh my god, Blue Eyes is such a strong, powerful card, like everyone must use that. No. Blue Eyes is literally like a deck that only people very new to the game or who really like the character use, because it's really not meta at all. I would do a video. Oh no. What I was going to say is, like, I'm going to do a video on like classic anime outfits, right? Like, I am going to do it, like a stream, just like, and eventually a video, just like with the anime body types. You know, I am going to do that. It's just that a lot of people actually voted for me to like keep my usual. Oh, nice. Keep my original standard for what classifies as a like classic anime outfits. And so like I was wondering to people, that's why I made that poll, because I want to see if people didn't like that standard, because to clarify, the standard that I'm going to use for what classifies as a classic anime outfit is that it's an outfit that's mostly associated with anime girls. So for example, maid outfits, right? Obviously maid outfits and even sexy maid outfits were created, and that's why they are referred to as like sexy French maid outfits. They are not originally from anime. It's not an oh hello son, it's not an anime original creation, but whenever we say like maid outfits, the first image that comes to mind is like an anime girl, so it counts as a classic anime outfit. But for example, butler suit, you know, it's an outfit that's been getting really popular. You see more and more anime girls wearing it in both fan art and official works. But if I say butler suit, you're more likely to remember characters like Alfred or like an actual butler than you are to remember an anime girl. So even though it's been getting popular, it doesn't count as a classic anime girl outfit, and so it won't be included on the list. And I was like, oh, but that standard excludes so many outfits that I think people would want to see, because I know a lot of you guys are fans of butler suits and would want to see that. And I was like, okay, so should I change that standard? Should I just go and rank every single like outfit that's popular with anime girls? And like most of you guys like said no, just keep on with the a standard you had originally. And given that I did that, I'm mostly thinking about like you guys. I'm not gonna lie, it was a bit disappointing to see, but if that's what you want, then like I'll respect it. Like obviously I shouldn't just disregard like what people chose and what I in a poll I made asking that, just because like I think some people will be sad. But yeah, it was a bit surprising to me to see that a lot of people were like, no, just use your what else? Your original standard. So yeah, that's what I more or less wanted to talk about. But regardless of anything, I am, yes, going to go through and make that stream/video. Don't you worry about that. I just wanted to know, like, how should I do it, but I am going to do it either way. And then there's the new Rush format that forces a single card of the most iconic monsters, even though they basically do nothing. Like, I would rather, like, I'll be honest, I would rather forget that Rush duos are even a thing. I know some people like them, like they have their own fans, but really I would rather forget that Rush duos are even a thing, frankly. So yeah, no thanks. I would rather not even think about that. Oh, wait. I remember like what because I had like what's the name? A subject that I wanted to talk about. There's so many iconic outfits that you could do 2 streams. Really? You know what? Let's pause this for a bit and let's go over that. Let me just let me just save, and then I want to discuss that with you, because the reason I wanted to include outfits that didn't fit my initial like standard was because I really didn't find that many. So if you could help me with that, I'd be pretty grateful. You guys can like chime in as well before we talk about the other like subject I wanted to tackle. Let's see. Okay. So okay. Talking about Rush, did you see that they turned Dian Keto into a waifu? I'm gonna have to research about that. I didn't see that actually. Wait, wait, no. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I saw that. that was actually pretty funny, yeah. But in regards to like the classic anime outfits that are in the list up until like this point, you know? The outfits that are on the list at this point are Suzumiku, the like usual school swimsuit, Buruma, sailor uniform, bunny suit, idol costume, magical girl dress, yukata, maid dress, Gijinka fashion, summer dress, naked apron, absolute territory, Chinese dress, cutesy military female outfit, cute pajamas, gothic Lolita fashion, office lady look, Taimanin suit, plug suits, or like body suits, either more leotard like or like full body suits, and exaggerated shoulder armor. Like someone mentioned it as well. Landmine girl. Like, do you have anything else you like to suggest? Because I really feel like there are quite a few there. Like, I feel like we could have more, like if I dropped the usual standards. because there are only like 20 here. It's as big as like the like gushing over magical girls list, and that list only took as long because there were characters that I was talking about. Like with outfits, as you probably saw, like with the body types video, it's much easier to talk about. There's much less to talk about. Someone said like Oni or tiger dress. I'm going to put like Oni bikini, since I can remember it better like this. Very good. Let's see some of the other things you're talking about, as you recommend me like more interesting classic anime girl outfits. Hopefully, you know. Absolute Territory, can Ash Corp no. Absolute Territory was a thing even before that. His music is based off something that already exists. It's not a reference to that. No. But yeah, I do like that song. Yes. Now that I think about it, many anime outfits don't have names, like JRPG outfits. Then you could like try to describe them, like even if they don't have a proper name, just describe what they like look like. And if I like get what you're talking about, then I'll add it to the list. I know, Lamar. Anyway. You know what would be interesting but pretty long? Ranking anime tropes from worst to best. It would be pretty fun. I already know my favorite tropes are going to be profoundly hated. One I really like. I know that I wouldn't have to make it like that, but I really dislike those kinds of lists because it just generally degenerates into like, oh no, this trope is problematic and should be gone from anime, or this trope is tired and should be gone from anime. Like, I wouldn't make it like that, but I really like hesitate because I fear that it would devolve into that, you know. Also, there are like fucking way too many to maybe do that, so I'll take your idea into consideration, but like probably not, is what I'm going to say. No, you know what? It's a 50-50. I'll think about it. Lulu belt dress. Okay. I'm going to a pilgrimage to Absolute Territory. Don't we all wish we could do that? Anyway, landmine subject. What is a landmine subject? Like the anime tropes or the like classic anime outfits thing? Like, what do you think is like landmine subject in this regard? But yeah, let me just search Lulu belt dress. No, let me just search Lulu from FF10, and then I'll see how she dresses, and like we can have like I can. Yeah, but this isn't like this is an iconic outfit for the character, but it isn't really like an iconic anime outfit, you know. Like, there aren't too many. No, but maybe you mean a specific costume. So let me just see. Belt dress. Yeah, this is a character specific costume. I'm not looking for character specific costumes. I'm looking for things that are more like that you only associate with anime girls in general. But anyway, so I'm not going to add that. Nun, cheerleader, Serafuku, blazer, uniform, school swimsuit, shrine maiden. Okay. But that's my point, like none. Like if I say none, your mind doesn't go immediately to anime girl. That's the point. Those are the outfits I'm excluding, you know? Because if I say none, like obviously there's a specific anime girl type of nun outfits that's generally more fan servicey. I understand what you mean, but the nun outfit itself isn't a classic anime girl outfit. Because if I say nun, you don't think immediately like anime girl, you know? But Shrine Maiden, for example, you do. That's the point. When people say nun in any context, my mind goes immediately to anime girl. That's because you're a weirdo, okay? Most people don't do that, therefore, no. School swimsuit is just Suzumiku, so it's already on the list. Sailor, I'm going to add like blazer to complement, and kimono is like a classic Japanese outfit, but I don't see a lot of like anime girls wearing a kimono, so no. The pajama onesie though, not just the pajama dress, is a good one, so I'm going to put the pajama onesie. Shaman, the ones with a skull helmet, that's not anime girl outfit. Mecha girl, though is. And again, none of the things you mentioned are anime girl outfits, generico Geronimo. Like shamans, you just don't usually associate with like anime girls. Short shorts are not like primarily associated with anime girls. Pirates, genies, none of that. But Mecha Musume is. How about the classic hoodie plus thigh-high socks combo? I often see this combo in anime, to be honest. I feel like this goes into like absolute territory. Like absolute territory is pretty much just any outfit with long socks that leaves a bit of the thigh exposed, you know? So that is already being counted on the list. When I become a Pope, I'll make the nun outfit sex. I pray then that you do become a Pope. But anyway. Like, I don't see any Western media portraying cute girls wearing hoodie plus thigh-high socks. Again, that's because the outfit is already on the list. It's just that I think absolute territory covers a lot more stuff than I think you're thinking about. Son heretic, ban him from the house of the Almighty. I mean, fair reaction, yeah. What about the Disgaea outfits? The problem is that this is very broad. Like, Disgaea has a lot of, like, types of outfits. Like, more loose-fitting, like, mini dresses. Like, Etna's iconic outfit with either the shorts or the mini skirt has a lot of, like, bikini armor or power leotard type clothes. And, like, it's very broad. I know what you mean, but if I am to include this on the list, like, I'm going to put, like, Disgaea fashion. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to include everything on a singular category. Because I know what you mean, but it's too broad for and includes too much stuff that isn't commonly worn by other anime girls to be like counted one by one. But it's also very inspired by other things. But like, I think Disgaea by itself is a iconic enough game that in general Disgaea fashion should be on the list. Okay. But anyway, they have some good ones that I don't know the name. Okay, so I'm just going to include Disgaea fashion on like one singular spot. Oh, then fuck. Yeah, that's the point. That, like, I don't think a lot of people got what I meant when I said that, and that's why they clicked that, oh, my standard is okay. Because by my standard, like, a lot of the clothes you want to see, like, won't be there. Like, none outfits, for example, will not be there by my standards. Shorts will not be there, or shorts of any kind won't be there by my standards. You know, that's why I try to make clear, like, the standard I was talking about. But it seems that a lot of people didn't get that. So maybe I didn't convey that correctly. And that's why so many people, like, didn't vote for that. I don't know. But the point is that, like, if I go by my original standard, a lot of these outfits that you guys want will be excluded, which is why I was so hesitant, you know? But anyway, so yeah, you know what? I know that I already made the poll, but since it seems like a lot of you guys, like, voted without really understanding what I meant, because maybe I didn't convey that particularly well, I'm going to ask you guys again. Do you want me to maintain the standard I described, or do you want me to, like, just put any outfit that's popular with anime girls on the list? Like, I'm going to make the question again, but this time to, like, a live chat, and I'm going to let you guys decide. The thing is that anime has their own version of those outfits. That's why it's harder to guess. I guess I should have been more clear, but again, I'm asking the question again so you have another chance. But anyway, did I miss anything? Bunny outfit 2, it's already on the list. Already on the list, already. This guy, but still, absolute territory is the holiness. Holy lolly Saint Mary, you will curse you for not approving of absolute territory. True and real. Like, nuns with the with an outfit that shows skin from the inguinal region is the whole point of Christian. I don't think that's true, son. It'd be really nice if it was, but I don't think that's true. The thing is, anime has their own version of those outfits. That's why it's harder to guess. Okay. Everything. I vote for any anime outfit is allowed. All outfits enter the Thunderdome. The other outfits survive. Okay, I'm going to let more people vote. Like, I'm going to leave this matter up for, like, I'd say 6 minutes while I continue to play. And, like, I'm going to like decide based on, like, what you guys choose. Okay, I'm not going to add jrpg fashion because that's way too broad, you know? Like, with this guy, we have a specific, like, and recognizable type of fashion. With jrpg fashion, is just like, you may as well say, like, gacha fashion. Okay, so do you mean that I should put on the same kind of category, like outfits from Limbus Company and Nikkei? Like, that's too broad, you know? Did we get sundresses? Yes, we did. Like, it's already on the list. Sundresses are so pretty. Yes, yes, they really are. I really like sundresses. Then we can separate it into gacha fashion, Final Fantasy fashion, like Dragon Quest fashion, and Tales of fashion. I'll think about it. That sounds like a bit much. To me specifically, you know? Sundresses are so translucent. Oi! Like, I know what you mean, but let's, like, I like, nah, you know what, fuck it, you're right, they're really translucent, that's pretty nice. What do you call Netavi Zero Reploid's costumes? Net Navi, oh, okay, you're talking about Mega Man. Like, let's just call that, like, Mega Man fashion. Can we do that? Can we just call that, like, Mega Man fashion? Should, like, I enter from that part instead? God damn it. I don't fucking know. Wet is cheating. The beauty of sundresses is how they only require the power of the sun to show what's inside. That's why they're called. I don't think that's the case. I don't think they're called that because of it. But yeah, it is a pretty like nice appeal point. Yes. I mean, it's too if it's too little stuff to rank, then put outfits that are famous. Between anime girls. By the way, Brumas include bloomers too. I'm going to have to see. Or two color stripes panty, or the cute pink panty with a bow on it. Aren't those just like panties? I don't know. Like, because they're. What about skin tight bodysuits? They're already on the list. Actually, no, each series has way too different fashion style. God fucking them. Okay, you guys are recommending me, like, too many outfits and...
ビースト軍みたいな獣人だけじゃないってことか。一部の獣人を見て全部分かったつもりになっちゃダメね。
What a nice realization. Where in the hell is this? But yeah, just let me like do Okay, now you have the list as it's being updated. Okay. So it seems that from the way people are recommending things that, yes, you guys just want everything to be there. Like, Sun said that he wants everything to be there. Like, Genérico Jerônimo now change his vote apparently, and Teto is recommending so many things that they may as well want everything there, so I swear most anime girls I saw have either white, 2-striped, especially white blue, or pink plus bow panties. Yeah, I've seen some other colors like green, like light pastel light green and yellow, but yeah, you're right that those are yes, there's a typo. And a pretty embarrassing one. Son. Yes, that's what Gijinka fashion is. Like, the usual clothes worn by Gijinkas. Like, for example, this would include things like Jack the Ripper from Fate, or like those anime girl versions of Godzilla that I think you guys have seen, for example. This is exactly what Gijinka fashion is. Like, because when they turn something to an anime girl, they generally do it in a particular way, you know? Is Naked Apron gonna be okay on YouTube? As long as I show only the frontal part, I don't think it should be an issue. But yeah, I think no one is going to be too, especially now that I mentioned like exactly what I mean. I don't think anyone is going to be too upset that for me including like every single outfit, you know, especially the anime girls exclusive versions of certain outfits like Nun and etc. And so I'm just going to add everything, and I'm going to convert it from a ranking into a tier list, because if I include everything, then we're going to have actually the opposite problem of way too many things to rank. So yeah, I'm turning this into like tier list, like Teto like recommended for the sake of time then. And I'm including everything, like all the things you guys mentioned, like Nun and short shorts and like stuff like that. And yeah, I should probably put like Mega Man Passion. And even then, just be warned that I'm not going to be able to include everything. Even now that I'm like allowing more stuff, like obviously I'm not going to remember or even be able to account for everything, just so you know. Bloomers, None. Okay. What is this shit? I don't think people would be ranking like, grr, I hate that trope again. It's just like a like-dislike thing. As said before, God forbid not liking something, lol. Again, I'm going to take that into consideration. Okay. So now that we put that in, Serafuku is already there. Like, so I think I should just add cheerleader. Okay. But now that you mention it, Teto, like, what are some of your favorite like anime tropes? Because you said they are going to be pretty hated, so you got me curious now of like what anime tropes exactly do you like, you know? Genie is going to be like tentative. Blah 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 blah. Okay, so everything is here already. Short. I'm going to put like denim shorts, and I'm going to separate that from like the jean shorts that we have today for anime girls, like for like jean class and stuff like that. Jean shorts. And since they're here already, I'm just going to add like what's the name of that? Like, you forgot your... fuck it. I'm just going to put it like this. Sweat jacket and sweat pants combo. I know that there's a name for that, but I'm not remembering right now. There are also some things that I also mentioned that I'm going to be adding later, and some person mentioned it, so anime girl underwear, since there's also a specific type of that as well. Okay. Oh my fucking god, I swear. I'm just adding this so I can remember later. And again, there are some things like, for example, butler suits. I'm going to add them, but not now. I already have those like kinda on the mind, so I'm going to add them after stream. JS outfits. I don't know what that is. Like, what is a JS outfit? But anyway, I love aggressive tsunderes, not just cutesy ones. I like the type of tsundere that punches you 1,000 times. That's quite funny of you to say, because like my mom also loves these types of tsunderes for some reason. So yeah, you have a pretty like similar taste in tsunderes to my mom. But yeah, I have no idea what the fuck JS is. Like a JS outfit. But anyway, I think you are talking about with this one, like the archer character in this Gaia. Okay. So yeah, for now we have these ones, and oh yeah, there's a couple of ones I took out, I think, because like they kind of didn't match that usual standard, and now I'm going to add them back. Like Lady Knight aesthetic. And I remember there was another one I took out, but I'll have to remember that later to add back here. For now, I'm just going to put JS outfits here on the list, and aren't aggressive tsunderes that hate you and hurt you for no reason a trope? That trope even gets mocked by some comedy animes, lol. Like a tsundere throwing a nuclear bomb like you cause you breathe too loud. Are you talking about like what they do in, for example, like Nishijo, with the girl that literally machine guns the guy whenever he does anything because she's a mega tsundere? I think I've seen that. Your mom likes tsunderes too? Your mom just like... Yeah, and she likes exactly the super aggressive type tsunderes. Did I put Bloomer somewhere? Yes, I did. Which is another one I'm remembering. Oh, so the classic tsundere. Yeah. Okay. Like I said, there are other ones that I'm going to add here. But those are ones that I already had in mind, I already registered, so I'm not going to be adding them right now. So if you don't have anything else to recommend, this will be like what I'm going to be putting there. As for jrpg fashion in specific, I know I added this guy a fashion, but just RPG fashion in general, like Tales of stuff or FF stuff, like that's too much. Like we already have a lot, and I'm going to add to that. So, yeah, no. So yeah, this list, I already added a lot of what you guys wanted. It's surprising that this channel didn't make a dere rank yet. I did. I literally fucking did. Like, there's a video, like, explaining every single dere type and, like, saying why I like and don't like them. Like, I already did that. Like, it's something like every single dere type explained. So you can go check that out on my channel if you really into, like, if you really want to see that, because I did make that already, yes. But yeah, with that, like I said, I already have a lot, and I'm going to be adding quite a lot, like, later, like I said. So for now, we're going to be closing this. Okay, and I'll continue with the game, because I think I've been I've been neglecting that in favor of this for like way too long. So yeah, you guys helped me like quite enough already. So yeah, thanks. But now I really should continue with the game, you know. I guess it's called a smock. It's a Japanese grade school. Yeah, that's let me take that out, because that's a bit too edgy. Like, I get why you guys would like that. Heck, I find it pretty cute too, but no. I'm sorry, that's way too edgy. Sorry, I can't include that. Okay, what should I go for? Spell guard, or should I go for... Oh god, there are so many good ones. I already have to use... No, but this is better. I'm going for a victory MP boost. An MP boost is not too good, so I'm just going to replace it with like reclaim, so I can get like 3. No, but actually I should no, I think we already have enough. I'm just going to keep that on like Angela. Going to keep the 2 reclaims, and then I'm going to take that and replace it with this, and then yeah, it's going to be like this. Actually, let me just see if I don't have anything better. No, no, nope. And I doubt it's better for any of them either. Wait, actually, it's better for her. Okay, it's better for both of them, apparently. And yeah, I can't replace anything here. So let's see this and then see what I can do here. Honestly, maybe this was a mistake. I really should... I think this will help more. So I'm going to be investing in that instead. And now I need to invest in like... Oh, that's very good actually. Okay. Yeah, I think I should put 1 point here. And yeah, I think I should put more into strength, just to raise stats, since she is more or less an attacker. Yeah. Blue Archive has an official one for Kisaki, I think. Yes, it does. But again, a bit too much. Genonimo, is it generic? I thought generic was just shit talking and treating coldly, not physical punishment. Lol. What do you mean? If it's meaning generic means a thing you can find anywhere, Genonimo was the name of my cat that I named after an indigenous chief. Genonimo. No, I was just replying to you. I usually put name and then the reply so the person knows I'm replying to them. Oh, just remember, Rival Schools has nearly the complete sets, basically, of all school anime girl outfits. I mean, okay, but it really doesn't, like... Then that just means that... Oh, actually, now that you reminding me, I should probably add, wrestling outfits to the list. I'm not going to add, like, Rival School fashion, because that's just the same type of fashion that we've been, like, discussing all stream, because, like you said, it's just, like, anime girl fashion, essentially. It just has a lot of those there. But yeah, I should probably add, like, wrestling outfits. And now I need to, like, yeah, I need to buy
大事に
these.
するわね。
お目が高い。
いい仕事してるでち。
It helps for you to find YouTube appropriate. Oh, okay, okay. So I'm going to be like
これ欲しかったんです。
then registering that on the like notepads later. But I'm pretty sure I can find like YouTube appropriate images even without that. But if I can't, I'm going to take your suggestion and like take them from rival school because it is a pretty good suggestion in this regard.
いらっしゃい。
By the way, by generic I meant most common. Like I commonly see tsunderes just being cold and rude, but physical aggression is not as common. Yeah, especially nowadays, since like you said,
お目が高い。
いい買い物したわ。
like it's seen as a pretty bad cliche
使わせてもらいます。
by most people at least. Yeah, this I can just sell. This I can just sell. This I can just sell. And this I can just sell. No, but it's probably a good idea to keep at least one. Perfect.
またのお越しを。
Oh, understood. And take a look at like really classic tsundere. They were really violent, especially on old shonens. Yeah, classic tsunderes used to be like the violent kind. It's only right now that the more cutesy ones have been becoming the more prevalent ones. Teto, that's what they mean. I don't like this dark forest. I'm not scared, I just don't like it. Sure, buddy. Sure, here's a hat pet for you. Oh, I see something interesting there. Uh-huh. I've been finding a lot more of these than I did on like most of my playthroughs. I don't even know what it is about that. I just been finding a lot more of these cactus than I did when I played by myself, you know? I really don't know why. Oh, another chest. Yeah, I should probably add all this and then use it as an opportunity to do that. And then, where could she be? Like, I'm trying to find, like, Rias. So I'm going to go... Oh, there she is. Perfect. I believe the night stretches far into the forest. It must be hard to keep track of time here. But yeah, I heard about that actually. Like, I heard that there are some places, like, in the real world that are like this, that, where you have perpetual days and perpetual nights at some points of the year, you know? Sounds pretty scary, honestly. Maybe I should have grinded a bit more, I don't know. Oh, yeah. Calm down. Besides the whole discussion about...
月のマナストーンがあるはずよ。獣人と戦いたくないですが、そういうわけにもいかないですよね。
Like, oh, domestic abuse, we can't normalize abuse as love and romance is toxic. Well, I'm here worried because Sundar is not being aggressive enough. I think that's not... Like, I know that there are some, like, really dumb and... like oversensitive people that are like that, but I think the reason the like trope is fading out is just because a lot of people don't like it, you know? Like, I understand the appeal, but a lot of people just like want a more cutesy tsundere. So that's more the reason why it's falling out of favor, instead of just being because like oversensitive people like don't like it, you know? At least to me, it doesn't seem to be like the type of thing that's happening because of like people finding it problematic. It's the power of streaming. You receive a debuff on playability, but receive a buff on finding random shit. Okay then. Pretty interesting buff there. Like, if I go here, is that where that thing is? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, definitely where that is. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting to talk about this because other topics like keep coming up. But like, what do you guys think about? And like, you can talk about this in like real life and in like anime, you know? Like, but what do you guys think about like cellulite? Personally, like a lot of people have problem with cellulite, both in real life and in like anime girls. Less in anime girls because it hasn't been really that prevalent in them up until recently with characters like Brady, for example. But it's a trait that a lot of people don't like. And frankly, I don't get it. Like, it's going to be my hot take here. I don't get why cellulite is like unattractive. Like, it doesn't do anything for me before people think that, oh no, I actually have a kink for it. No. It doesn't do anything for me. It's neither attractive nor unattractive. You know, it's kind of just there, you know? But a lot of people find it unattractive, and like, obviously you think whatever you want to think. Like, I'm not here to judge anyone. That'd be fucking dumb. But I just don't really get it, you know? It's more or less my point. Don't care, it's just a common like thing with the body. Exactly, like to me it's just like and I know that this is like justification for things, because there are quite a few things that are common with the body that are considered unattractive, like acne, for example. So I don't think that just because it is natural, that's necessarily attractive. Like, most people, for example, don't find like growing old particularly attractive, you know? So I understand that just because something is natural doesn't mean it has to be like attractive, but I don't understand particularly why this is unattractive. With some other things like pimples, for example, I do, but I don't get it with like cellulites. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go, like, because both of them pretty much lead the same, so I'm just going to go back and farm. One sec. Yeah, okay, it's here. I have zero problem with cellulite. Most of the time, cellulite and stretch marks just mean that that person's area is too big. That's why a lot of women with naturally big butts have cellulite and stretch marks, because it either grew too fast or too big. So it's not negative at all. Exactly. Like, that's, again, I'm not going to shame anyone. I don't think that people necessarily have to be attracted to anything. I just particularly don't have a problem with either stretch marks or cellulite. I don't see, like, they don't make anything more or less attractive to me. Same thing with scars, honestly. A lot of people say, like, oh, a woman with scars, like, can't wear a bikini. Like, why? Like, again, I just see it as such a non-factor. Like, okay, you have a scar. Big deal. Like, I really don't see why I'm even, like, really supposed to care. Again, it's not like a thing of a kink of, like, oh, I actually find it more attractive. I just see a scar there and I'm like, But anyway. Oh, true. Stretch marks are common in either people with big assets, boobs, butts, fat people, or muscular people, because the muscles grow too fast and create stretch marks. I don't care about cellulite and scars. Like, is everyone in this chat just another version of me? Like, every time I say something that I think is very common, like, and I'm asking you guys, like, I will say something like, oh no, like, why is cellulite, or why is, like, this or that, like, so considered so unattractive. Okay, we back? Okay. We lost our beloved, and I hate it. I hate it so much. Okay, sorry for that. I really don't know what happened. It's not even that it started buffering. The internet just went down for a second there. Like, it was transmitting nothing. Just so you know. Really weird. But anyway, I don't care about cellulite and scars. The thing with scars is that it can also mean that her ex was a bandit, but I guess this is a Brazilian problem more than... Yeah, I think that's more of a Brazilian thing. More like Brazilian United States. But anyway. For real, people with any type of scar, even... I don't know what that means. Make no big deal for me personally. Like, let that person wear what they want, which... without people having to point it out all the time. I agree with that. Cellulite's fear devil guy. God damn it. We back. I guess it's because of those weird rains that have been... yeah, that has been pretty annoying. So yeah, that could be it. Anyway, we aren't going to be streaming for a long time, for much longer anyway, since I'm just going to finish a few combat encounters, and then I'm going to, like, finish streaming. Okay. I'm weird, but I even like some subtle traits like scars, marks. It makes a more natural look. Again, now we're going to an area I like don't understand too much. Again, I'm not going to have a problem either way, like I said, but like no, actually I kind of get it. Like it doesn't do anything for me, but I kind of get why it would give a more natural look and in general make it more attractive actually. So no, actually I totally do understand even if I don't feel the same, Kodokunasu. But I was asking because I've been seeing like a few like actual fan arts, you know, like that. Like I saw recently, for example, Miku with like cellulite, you know, fan art of Miku with cellulite. It wasn't like you know, those types of things where they're trying to make like Miku or any character like deliberately ugly. It's just literally just image of like Miku, and she's still very much attractive, but she has cellulite. And I was like I saw that and I was like, oh, is this becoming more like popular? Like, are my weird like preferences and tastes becoming more popular? Because I know that, for example, chubby girls have been getting more popular recently. So I was wondering like, oh, is like the same thing happening with like cellulite and stuff like that? Which is why I wanted to talk about it. Oh, okay, okay. SH means like, how do I say this for YouTube? Hurting yourself. Okay. Oh, and by SH scars, I mean scars that came from death. I don't think those people should be ridiculed for their fully healed scars despite whatever reason they come from. Yeah, I can agree to that, yes. Like, obviously that kind of stuff should be like discouraged, but I think making fun of it, if anything, is just going to make it worse. Like, if a person is doing that to themselves, then making fun of them for that is probably just going to make them, like, just going to encourage them to do it more. So I even think it's quite counterproductive in that sense. Like, you're not helping anyone by making fun of someone with like scars from hurting themselves. Like, that should be discouraged, obviously, but like, if you try to discourage it that way, you're just going to make things worse, I think. Did I go here? Oh, I didn't actually. I should explore it then. Came from here. Oh, maybe there's a better item than what I have right now. I think it's just that weird kink artists have started to appear. On one side, I'm happy there's more artists for less popular kinks, and on the other, insert Sonic meme here, keep your kinks far away. I think it's more of a like you thing, in the sense that like if someone is like making something harmless, right? I think it's more, and I know that you probably mean it that way, but I think it's more your responsibility to be like, oh, I dislike that, so I shouldn't engage with it, rather than like telling people to that they shouldn't do something. I know that this is not what you mean. You probably mean that, oh no, like cool, you do what you want, but like I'm not a fan. Like, I know that's probably what you mean, but just like making clear that yeah, it is on you to do that. Like if you don't like this kind of thing, you should probably like block and move on. Is cellulite kink, or are you bringing another topic? I know that like for example, chubby girls are a kink for some. It's not for me, it's just a trait I like, but I know it's a kink for some. But I never heard of someone who is into, like, especially in that way, cellulite. So I'll be honest, I wouldn't know. I have no idea, maybe, but I just don't know. Just wait a sec. Oh, okay, so I'm very close actually. So I need, so it's good to explore this first. Oh, I'm just joking, since I at least have a brain and know how to block and let people have their own fun. Again, I know, I'm just trying to make sure. Teto, have another topic, but some people indeed do have a kink on that. You learn something every day. I legit didn't know that. I'll be real with you. Yeah, for me there's also a difference between liking a thing and being sexually aroused by thing. While I understand what you mean, this isn't exactly what I'm talking about, because obviously, like, nah, you know what? Yeah, you're completely right. That was exactly what I meant. Like, what the fuck am I saying? Like, what am I talking about now? Like, that's exactly, like, what the fuck? What the fuck, obscure anime? You need to be a contrarian on everything, I swear. But anyway. I don't like the word kink. It became too stigmatized for me, while in most cases there's nothing wrong with having a kink. I get that you don't like it, but unfortunately I kinda have to use it, since using like, yeah, I'm going to say it once. Using fetish, which is what we actually mean, is like probably dangerous on YouTube. Like I really do need to use kink, especially here, you know? Though I do get what you mean. What do you mean by that word being even worse? Like, is it not supposed to even be, like, because I know that you can use that word in a non-sexual, context, but, I want to know exactly what you mean by that. Also, fuck you, Teto. Like, how about that? How about just, fuck you? You know? always evolving from oh, hello Takami, you came right as the stream is going to end. Always evolving from a Yu-Gi-Oh fan to Dragon Ball fan. The next step, you won't be able to read anything and become a Jujutsu fan. Actually, that is a good topic to talk about. One, we approve of Jujutsu like slander here. First off, and second off, I like both, like the card game and the anime. I haven't played it in a long time, but I'm still a fan. Also, like with the... Maybe this is because of bias from my native language. Okay. What else? Oh my god, fucking hell, I swear. Oh yeah, but with the Jujutsu Kaisen thing. Like, actually, I wanted to talk about this in a video, but I gave up on it. But I guess it's a good topic, especially now that I kind of ran out of those for stream. I'm pretty sure JJK fans are even worse at reading than Yu-Gi-Oh players. But I actually dropped Jujutsu Kaisen. Not because I thought it was bad, but just because, like I was going to explain in a video, it worked too well for me, I guess you could say. And what I mean by like it worked too well is exactly that. The whole point of Jujutsu Kaisen's like I think it's Shibuya arc. The whole point of that is to establish that this isn't a happy-go-lucky shonen series. That this is like a very dark and like serious story where people are going to die, you know, and where tragedies are going to happen. And I think the Shibuya arc worked way too well on me. Like, because like by the end of it I was just like Yuji. Like, if all these characters that I like are going to be dying left and right, like, why the fuck am I watching this show? Like, this is just endless misery. Like, all this is going to be is like a bunch of people dying to the point where I don't even care about anyone dying. It has no weight because like they just become a statistic at that point. And like we aren't even going to get a satisfying conclusion to like all this death, because at the end, spoilers, at the end of the Shibuya arc, Mahito isn't even defeated by the protagonist. His powers essentially get absorbed by another villain. And this means that essentially the heroes achieve nothing. They essentially died, all those people died only for Mahito's powers, which were the most dangerous part about him, to still be present, you know? And so, and that's the point. I'm not saying like it's badly written or anything, but it just worked like way too well on me. Like, and I was like, okay, so if it's just going to be this miserable, if I'm just not, by the end of the arc, just feel empty and not like even feel anything when like these things happen, then why am I watching this, you know? It worked, like I said, way too well. It's not that it's badly written, it's that it worked way too well and made me not want to like engage with the series anymore. Because what's the point, you know? So yeah, that's the point I wanted to make in the video, but I figured it's probably a better idea not to. So I'm dropping it on you guys in the stream now. It's fucking worrying me, I swear. I don't always get to make it or type because I'm usually at work, but thanks for making videos and streaming. Well, welcome to the stream, and like thank you for the words of encouragement. Like I have a lot of playlists. It really means a lot, honestly. I'm going to be pausing it a bit so I can read some comments. For me, kinks are kinda a blurred line. Like, maybe that word is more specific and weird, like that one guy on TikTok that had a thing for like women sitting down in princess dresses. 100% JJK. Are you watching the OCG anime shorts? They made the Charmers extra cute. No, I haven't, but I really should check that out, honestly. I heard a lot of good things, and they're finally fucking doing that after announcing it for a long time, so I really should be checking that out. JJK fans can't be bad at reading, because they don't read at all in the first place as a JJK fan. Kink and think for don't actually have the same meaning. Kink refers to sexual attraction to things that are not inherently sexual. Kink is just a non-standard sexual practice or fantasy, not necessarily something not inherently Okay. Like I said, for the purposes of YouTube, I unfortunately have to use it a bit more interchangeably, but it's interesting to know that there is a difference. Just as victories, deaths in a story also need to be earned. I dropped the Petals of Reincarnation manga for that same reason. I don't know how that garbage is getting an anime. Okay. A thing for usually like is used for body parts, costumes, objects, or materials, while kink can be like S&M play, inherently sexual, detransformation, not inherently sexual. Okay, like I said, unfortunately, it's good that you know that there's a difference, but like I said, I'm going to have to use those interchangeably for YouTube. I love miserable fiction though, but I don't understand why it would be. But I understand why it would be annoying for a bunch of characters dying all of a sudden. I don't think that that's were built that well, to be honest. It could have been better, in my opinion. Honestly, what made it extra funny to me is that everyone like always complains, because that's an anime I actually like. Everyone always complains about the deaths in like Akame ga Kill. People say that they're cheap and for shock value. And then you go and compare it, and it's literally the same thing for Jujutsu Kaisen. Like Jujutsu Kaisen literally noticed, oh my god, this character doesn't have enough development for people to care. So let's put in like out of nowhere flashbacks so they care about their deaths. They literally did the Akame ga Kill thing, but people were like, oh, masterpiece. While Akame ga Kill's deaths are cringe and badly written. I just found that funny. But anyway. I dropped Jujutsu Kaisen since the start. I feel they didn't know how to balance the dark with the stupid. The jokes were too stupid to the next scene to be a massacre. I don't necessarily agree, but I watched an anime that had that problem to a greater extent, which was Taboo Tattoo. Like, people would be in the middle of cutting each other's limbs off, and then, like, in the middle, like, there will be a stupid joke, like a character loses their arms and they're like, oh no, I can't touch boobs anymore. Like, it will be to that level, so I do understand what you mean. Oh yeah, the OCG Charmers episode, they go into Agumon lol. The Charmer decks are finally not hot garbage thanks to the support created for the anime. I know that the Charmer decks, like pure Charmers, were hot garbage, but I remember them like being really good tech choices. Like, a lot of people put Charmer cards into like other decks because they worked really well with other decks, you know. So I don't think Charmers that obviously has a pure deck garbage, right? Garbage, but they were a pretty good tech choice in other decks. So I don't feel like they necessarily needed it, but it's nice. Oh yeah, the OCG Charmers episode, they turned Gaga Gigo into Agumon. Despite the existence of asexual people and people with different orientation, I have a problem with the concept of inherently sexual. I'm sorry, but there are some things that are inherently sexual, like a penis is inherently sexual. I'm sorry, like vaginas, like boobs. There are things that are inherently sexual. They are made for sex, or they are made for the purpose of sexual attraction. You can view them non-sexually, just like you can view things that aren't inherently sexual as sexual, but yeah, there are some things that, yes, are inherently sexual. Kodokuna. I'm sorry to say, but that is a thing. Tell me something you don't have a problem with, like JJK. Oh, tell me something you don't have a problem with, JK. God damn it, you. What do you think a story needs to make frequent deaths not badly written in a manga? But now I'm curious, what's wrong with the phrasing inherently sexual? Is this the problem that some people have with the phrasing objectively good or similar? People use plot armor. People use plot armor that much that don't comprehend the idea that characters can just die. I don't even know what you mean by that, but anyway. Inherently sexual refers to either practices of the human race for the purpose of reproduction, sex, or primarily sex characteristics, genitals. People commonly include secondary sex characteristics as well, breast, hip, etc. Yeah. Then only penis and vaginas are only fat. Inherently sexual. Okay, we're... At least I'm stopping this conversation, honestly. Okay, and we are going to be stopping stream for now for today. Thank you all for participating. Thank you all for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys next stream on Friday, where we're hopefully probably not going to complete Beyond Citadel. For now though, bye.